I remain at the window long after the woods have swallowed up the last glimpse of my home. This time, I don't even have the slightest hope of return. Before my first games, I promised Prim I would do everything I could to win. But now, I've sworn to myself to do everything I can to keep PETA alive. I will never reverse this journey again. I actually figure out what my last words were to my loved ones. How best to close and lock the doors and leave them sad, but safely behind. And now the Capitol has stolen that as well. We'll write letters, Katniss, says PETA, from behind. It'll be better anyway. Give them a piece of us to hold on to. Haymitch will deliver them for us if they need to be delivered. I nod and go straight to my room. I sit on the bed, knowing I will never write those letters. They will be like the speech I tried to write in honor of Rue and Thresh in District 11. Things seemed clearer in my head, even when I talked before the crowd. But the words never came out of the pen right. Besides, they were meant to go with embraces and kisses, and a stroke of Prim's hair, a caress of Gale's face, a squeeze of Madge's hand. They cannot be delivered with a wooden box containing my cold, stiff body. Too heartsick to cry, all I want to do is curl up on the bed and sleep until we arrive in the Capitol tomorrow morning. But I have a mission. No, it's more than a mission. It's my dying wish. Keep PETA alive. And as unlikely as it seems that I can achieve it in the face of the Capitol's anger, it is important that I be at the top of my game. It won't happen if I'm mourning for everyone I love back home. Let them go, I say to myself. Say goodbye and forget them. I do my best, thinking of them one by one, realizing them like birds from the protective cages inside me, or releasing them like birds from the protective cages inside me, locking the doors against their return. By the time Effie knocks on my door to call me to dinner, I'm empty. But the lightness isn't entirely unwelcome. The meal subdued, so subdued, in fact, there are long periods of silence, revived only by the removal of old dishes and the presentation of new ones. A cold soup of pureed vegetables, fish cakes with creamy lime paste, those little birds filled with orange sauce and wild rice and watercress, chocolate custard dotted with cherries. PETA and Effie make occasional attempts at conversation that quickly die out. I love your hair, Effie, says PETA. Thank you. I had it especially done to match Katniss's pin. I was thinking we might get you a golden ankle band and might find Haymitch a golden bracelet or something so we could all look like a team, said Effie. Evidently, Effie doesn't know what my Mockingjay pin is now the symbol used by the rebels. At least in District 8. In the Capitol, the Mockingjay is still a fun reminder of an especially exciting Hunger Games. What else could it be? Real rebels don't put secret symbols on something as durable as jewelry. They put it on a wafer of bread that can be eaten in a second if necessary. I think that's a great idea, says Peter. How about it, Haymitch? Yeah, whatever, says Haymitch. He's not drinking, but I can tell he'd like to be. Effie had them take her own wine away when she saw the effort he was making. But he's in a miserable state. If he were the tribute, he would have owed PETA nothing and could be drunk as much as he liked. But now it's going to take all he's got to keep PETA alive in an arena full of his old friends. And he will probably fail. Maybe we could get you a wig too, I say in an attempt at lightness. He shoots me a look that says to leave him alone. And we all eat our custard in silence. Shall we watch the recap of the reapings, said Effie, dabbing at the corners of her mouth with a white linen napkin. PETA goes off to retrieve his notebook on the remaining live victors, and we gather in the compartment with television to see who our competition will be in the arena. We are all in place as the anthem begins to play, and the annual recap of the reaping ceremonies in District 12 begins.